We are now in our fourth week of Traffic Month at eBay, and all month we've been hosting segments to share how eBay and sellers together help drive buyer traffic to the site. This week I'm joined by the director of the eBay Partner Network, which you may hear us refer to as EPN, because at eBay we love our acronyms. So joining us is the director of the EPN, Michael Lill. Welcome, Mike.
Thanks, Chris. Really good to be here.
So tell us a little bit about the eBay Partner Network and the role it plays in bringing traffic to eBay.
Sure thing. So EPN, or like you say, the eBay Partner Network, it's eBay's in-house affiliate network, which is a marketing channel, and it sits within eBay's performance-based online marketing group. So within that, our program partners with publishers all over the world who bring buyers back to eBay and get compensated when that traffic results in sales. So it's kind of a nice win-win. Publishers, our affiliates, our publishers get paid for their efforts, and eBay gets to extend our marketing reach, which in this case brings in more buyers for our seller community.
Okay, I'm intrigued. Could you give us more detail on how the eBay Partner Network, EPN, actually works? Sure
thing. So let's use an example. Let's say you want to promote some rare Nikes on your sneaker blog. Now what we do is you can manually build an affiliate link to an eBay listing or use one of our automated options like feeds or APIs to streamline the process. So then you share that link with your audience, and when a buyer clicks through that link and completes a qualifying transaction on eBay, you'll earn a percentage of the sale price. So our partners have access through our platform to this robust suite of easy-to-use tools, helpful resources, and reports. So it's really a nice package.
You say partners. Are sellers able to participate in this eBay Partner Network? And I mean eBay sellers.
Yeah, they sure are. And in fact, sellers, they can, and many currently do participate in the program. Many sellers already market their eBay business outside of our platform. So this is actually a great program that allows them to increase their earnings while potentially increasing their sales on eBay as well.
So there's a long history of affiliate network at eBay. I know it used to be called something different a long time ago. I think it was the eBay Affiliate Network or program. But I understand at the eBay Partner Network, there's been recently announced exciting changes, actually, that are geared specifically to eBay sellers. Give us a clue.
Yeah, that's it. That's exactly right. And it's one of the reasons I'm here. Really appreciate you bringing that up. It's a super exciting change. It's pretty phenomenal. Now, so we view sellers clearly are the backbone of eBay. And we believe that our sellers have access to buyers that might not be on eBay today. And of course, we like buyers. We'd like to have those buyers just as much as sellers do, because we're only successful when our sellers are successful. So super exciting. On June 15th, we rolled out a brand new benefit for sellers, sellers who join the eBay Partner Network and who start to drive buyers to their eBay listings or their eBay store using EPN links. If those efforts, when they do that, if those efforts result in a qualified sale of the seller's item, they'll earn a credit that offsets 100% of their final value fee. And what's doubly exciting is that this is not a short-term limited promotion. It's ongoing, and it actually is offered to all U.S. sellers who can benefit from this enhancement.
Okay, so wait a minute. You said 100% of final value fees. Did I hear that right?
You sure did. 100% of final value fees can be offset.
So essentially, no final value fees for any sale that originates through the eBay Partner Network link that a seller puts up on their website or their social media. Now, I'm really intrigued because I sell on eBay. I'd love zero final value fees. Walk us through how this would actually work for a seller in the eBay Partner Network.
Sure thing. So let's suppose I'm a seller and I share a link through EPN for a Michael Jordan card. Let's suppose it's a really great trading card. Let's say it's a $500 Michael Jordan card. And I share that on my business's Facebook page. So someone clicks on that link, they see it, they click on that link, they come to eBay, and they decide to buy that item within 24 hours. So my eBay, in that case, $500, so my eBay final value fee on that $500 item is 10% or $50. Because I drove that buyer to eBay, and I did it through EPN, I'll earn a commission on this sale. So normally EPN pays out 4% commissions on trading cards. So in this case, for that $500 item, I would normally get $20 back.
Right.
Now, that's in the prior world. So in this case, because of this new benefit, now we have this new 0% final value fee program that's live for sellers. eBay will also credit back the difference between that $50 final value fee and the $20 commission that I mentioned that in this case I've already earned. So in this example, I'll receive an additional $30 bonus credit. So my total earnings for driving the sale is $50. So you recall that I was paying $50 in final value fees, but now I've received $50 back in earnings. So effectively, my final value fees are offset.
Totally. That's amazing. Go on. I want to learn.
Yeah,
I want to hear more. Sorry.
Yeah, it gets better. So let's suppose, in this case, sometimes buyers, they arrive on eBay and maybe they change their mind or they shop for other things. So let's suppose the buyer clicks on the Jordan link, the Michael Jordan card link. They come to eBay, but then they realize that $500 is too much for them to spend. So instead, the buyer finds another Michael Jordan card selling for, let's say, $300 from another seller and decides to buy that one. Since I was still responsible for bringing that buyer to eBay, I'll receive a 4% commission on the sale, which in the case of, let's say, if we said $300 item, that 4% equals $12. So the key here is that as long as you help bring a buyer back to eBay, you'll receive a commission for your effort. And if that buyer ends up buying your inventory, then it means even more money back in your pocket.
Right, but if you're going to make a commission regardless of where they buy on eBay. At minimum, the 4% commission, that's the standard for the network program. But if they buy your own item, you get your final value fee offset. This is incredible. Incredible.
Exactly.
Well,
it's great.
Thanks for that example. That really helped me understand it. Now, you mentioned the buyer purchasing the item within 24 hours of clicking on the link. Let's suppose a buyer clicks on the link and comes to the site but gets cold feet and leaves. However, later that night, he or she decides she really wants that item and they return to eBay to complete the purchase. You're saying that you would still earn the commission on that sale, correct? I heard that correctly.
Yes, you've heard it correctly. You sure would. It's the great part about it. We have what we call a 24-hour attribution window from the time of the click. So as long as the purchase happens within that window, you'll be eligible to receive the commission. Now, I do want to point out one small additional detail from that example, which we can continue with that example. Let's suppose the buyer clicks on your link, but then they start browsing around the internet and they keep browsing, and then they see another eBay ad that they click on. In that case, the attribution would go towards the last eBay link they clicked prior to making the purchase. We actually call it 24-hour last click attribution. So in that instance, the publisher would not get credit for the sale. So I just want to make sure that that's totally clear up front.
So I would think that if I'm in the affiliate program, if I'm part of the eBay Partner Network, I want to make sure that when a buyer lands on one of my widget links that go back to eBay, whether that's my own item or somebody else's, that they're compelled to buy from that link rather than let them go and then go to someone else's link.
Exactly. That's right. You really want to close that sale. So that's what we're all trying to do.
That's helpful too, because if I'm a seller, I know how I can tailor some compelling stuff on my website or on social media to help drive traffic by saying, there's a sale right now on this item. It's 5 or 10% off, and that can help someone make up their mind. And again, I want to say 24 hours doesn't seem like long, but actually that's a long time in the transaction process. And I would have thought it would have been pretty short, or a lot shorter, like an hour. So that's really good news. Now, for sellers who at this point would like to participate in the eBay Partner Network after hearing what we've just heard, what would they need to do?
Well, it's super easy to get started. The first thing they need to do is join EPN. So they do that by visiting partnernetwork.ebay.com. And on that page, they'll see a sign-up button in the upper right-hand corner. So they just need to go and click on that sign-up button. And then when they do sign up, they've got to use their eBay account to sign up. And then that's it. Then they're in. And then once they're in the program, then they can start to create what we call affiliate links. So then they go to our tools page, and it's actually pretty easy to do that too. The easiest tool to use probably is our link generator. So what I would recommend they do is once they're in, they go to the tools page, look for the link generator, and then they just copy and paste the listings URL of the listing that they want to promote, and it will automatically generate a trackable link. But then we have other tools as well once they get going. For example, we have a tool called Smart Share, which is a really nifty browser extension, which allows you to create links while you browse eBay and share them via social channels directly, and makes it even easier. And then it's just about getting the word out, sharing those links via your website, on social media, or wherever else your buyers might be.
Well, now, Michael, you've talked a lot about sharing links just now, and the different places, for example, that a seller can share the link. Is there some advice on a strategy for link sharing that makes sense?
Yeah. Let's see. There are a couple things that I can mention. We've seen sellers be successful in multiple different ways. Ultimately, it depends on your business model and what type of inventory you're selling. For example, if you have a website or a blog, you can add your affiliate links there on that website or blog, for example. If you already have links to your listings on your site, links to eBay, to your eBay listings on your site, you can automatically transform them into affiliate sites, as well as any future links by using another one of our tools called Smart Links. That's pretty nice. One of our most successful sellers in the EPN program, in fact, has their own website where they post their inventory, and they use that a lot to drive traffic back to their eBay listings. And then I would be remiss if I didn't highlight the importance of social media. Many of our affiliates actually don't have their own websites, but they use social media a lot, and that is definitely a major channel for many seller affiliates that they're using to drive success. And of course, they're using sites like Facebook, Instagram, or Pinterest that you guys have all heard of.
Yeah. Michael, I got to ask you, your microphone's making a lot of noise. Is it moving?
Oh,
yeah.
I will hold it right here. Sorry about that. Maybe I've been getting so animated that I'm bumping into my desk. I'll keep it close.
That sounds better. I'm sure our audience appreciates it too. What about overall eBay Partner Network best practices beyond just linking? Anytime I do anything that's marketing oriented, I like to have a strategy in mind about doing it right.
Yeah, it's a good question. Well, one of the most important things to keep in mind is that we live in a world that is saturated with digital content and digital advertising. We all know that, whether it's Facebook, Twitter, texting your friends, Instagram, or Nextdoor, the list goes on. So nowadays it's really not as simple as if you build it, they will come. So you need to be thoughtful about your marketing strategy. So you should ask yourself, how can I capture my buyer's attention? So, in some cases, it'll depend on your inventory. Your inventory might just really be powerful and market itself. For example, if you're selling a unique product or a product at a deep discount, or perhaps your product or business may have a good backstory that you can promote, that you can use as a hook. So in some regards, it's a little bit like when you list your item on eBay, because I imagine many of our sellers, you probably spend time thinking about what keywords you should put in the title, how should you write your description, and so on and so forth. So I think you'll really want to think about how else you can make that connection with the buyer so that he or she clicks on your links.
Yeah, because we want sellers to join the program, but more importantly, we want to make sure if they join that they're successful, because if they're not successful, we're not successful and nobody wins. Now, is there any other advice you'd like to give sellers that are interested in joining the program?
Sure. Let's see. Well, for sellers just starting out, I do want to really mention that the main thing is to be patient, because it does take a little while to start drumming up the kind of business and traffic that you're hoping for. Sellers can definitely be successful in the program. We've seen it with many sellers, but that success may not happen overnight, especially if you're just building out an audience. So I'd say even if some of your early earnings may seem low, if you stick with it, it does have the potential to pay off down the road. Also, it may sound obvious, but make sure that you're complying with eBay and EPN policies. For example, sellers should know, I'll just mention one example, that links can only be posted outside of eBay, never on an eBay property. So sellers in the program can't include affiliate links within their eBay listings or on their eBay store or eBay messages.
Darn
the
it.
whole point is that they're listing outside, and I know, I'm sorry to disappoint you, Griff.
I'm always disappointed on some level.
But I just want to make sure that if they stay clear of that rule, then we'll be in good shape. I mean, everything is detailed in our network agreement. I would definitely encourage new affiliates to take a look at our network agreement and our code of conduct where we write everything down. And just, take advantage of our resources. We've got a lot on the EPN website. We have a help center. We have emails that we send out for extra help to our affiliates, especially on getting started. When they first join up, they'll start to get emails about getting started and how to optimize their activity. And then if you have any other questions after that, shoot us an email, and we're always happy to help.
Sounds good. And before we wrap up, because we all have a little bit short-term memory sometimes, remind us all how we can get started in the EPN program. You bet.
So if you're ready to sign up, just go to partnernetwork.ebay.com.
And we'll put
partnernetwork.ebay.com.
And we'll put that link in the transcript.
Fantastic. And then if you're looking for more information, like I mentioned, we've created a very helpful page specifically for our sellers that can be found on our Seller Center. And there you can visit ebay.com/Seller Center. Look for the Listings and Marketing tab at the top. And in the drop-down, you'll see a link for the eBay Partner Network page.
Sounds simple. Thanks, Mike. I want to thank you for joining us. It's been a lot of great information about the eBay Partner Network. Great job on rebuilding and enhancing the program. I think we're going to see a lot of interest in this program now. Offsetting final value fees? I know I'm in.
Awesome. Thanks very much, Griff. I appreciate it.
We've been talking to Michael Lill of the eBay Partner Network, and next week we're going to be answering top trending questions about Traffic Month on all 4 of the different topics from the last month that you've been sharing on the community board. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening.